Why, hello and welcome to Capricorn Venus Tarot. I'm Capricorn Venus. So today we're going to see what's the gossip on you. We've got 4 piles. Pile number 1 is the Ethereal Visions Tarot. Pile number 2 is the Pastel Journey Tarot. Pile number 3 is the Book of Shadows Tarot. And pile number 4 is the Envy Tarot. So go ahead and pick your pile. Feel free to pause and I will see you in there. Alrighty, pile number 1. What is the gossip on pile number 1? Okay, I kind of want to pull some cards from this. What is the gossip about pile number 1? Okay, I'm getting someone had a dream about you. Maybe someone you don't like had a dream about you, because we've got stay back and dream travel here. There might be some gossip that you're pushing off somebody's advances. Either they want to be your friend, or they want to date you, or they're expressing romantic interest and you're just like, get away from me. That might be the gossip. Okay. And even if it's not romantic, maybe it's just like somebody who just is overly eager, wanting to be friends or wanting to talk to you, and you're just like, stop, please. Okay. What is the gossip on pile number 1? Okay, so there can be some gossip on your exes or ex-friends. Yeah, that I am kind of getting that it's about like people who are old news in your life. I feel like the gossip is about who has become old news in your life and who doesn't matter anymore, and who is the new person on the roster, who is the new, you know, close friend. Like, that's kind of what the gossip is about. Just running through your history like you're famous. So good for you, pile 1. What is the gossip on pile number 1? See, again, the sheep who wandered and found a different shepherd. So it's the same thing. It's like they're talking about people you used to be friends with. I'm almost getting like, yeah, like ops linking up, you know, like that new Cardi B song. That's what I'm getting. Maybe some of your old friends are becoming friends, you know, or something like that. People you've had a falling out with are friends now. Or, yeah. And then also just talking about who's the new member of your flock, basically. Interesting. And they're using like funny phrases like that. I think there must be something in this gossip about the kind of comedic nature of some of these instances. You know, maybe when that person tried to flirt with you or something and you were totally like, get away from me, you know, kind of funny moments within all of this where you're being seen as like a victor of some kind as well in this gossip. So, yeah, that's the thing. You're being seen as a victor in this gossip because you're being seen as the person who these people are kind of pressed about. Like I said, it's like a bunch of your old friends linking up, or people that you've had problems colluding, you know, against you in a way. And so what that shows is that, you know, they care a lot about it, or it was a very impactful situation. And then other people know you. I feel like the people who are talking about this are people who know you generally, and they see how you're a nice person. So I feel like your reputation is as a really nice person who's really kind and inviting. So if there was some sort of falling out, it's assumed that it was, you know, not due to your bad behavior, but probably due to their bad behavior. So there's something of a, they're kind of pitying these people almost a little bit in the gossip. So that's interesting. Yeah, I feel like they're saying that these people that kind of are linking up against you are kind of sheep, or they're just afraid of standing out, or they're just afraid of being exposed, or... Okay. Yeah, okay, so I feel like part of this gossip is some secrets that have been revealed, and, you know, some information has gotten out. It's almost like there's a change of some information. Maybe one of these ex-friends had a story about you, and then it came out to not be true. And in fact, it made this person, like the scenario flipped to where this person looks very like needy and foolish in a way. So then they're talking about other people that you're no longer friends with and probably what happened with them. I feel like they're associating these events. Yeah, they're talking about several events in your life and the correlation because of new information that has come out about one particular event. Okay. Anything else from this deck? What's the gossip on pile number 1? Yeah, and part of the gossip is it's almost like reweighing these people that you've left behind and seeing, because this person lately has been revealed to have actually been the negative one in that scenario between the two of you, and kind of pathetic and having some weird tendencies as well. They're looking back at other people you've had falling outs with, and they're like, I wonder if they were the problem in those scenarios too. You know, like, I wonder if it was, again, not pile 1, but them. So then they're looking at these old people and they're trying to, yeah, test them, almost like think it over and try to find the cracks. Like, they have a theory that whenever you have a falling out with someone, pile 1, it's because they're a bad person in some way. So that's the kind of gossip is like, they're like, oh, pile 1 is good at getting out the snakes and telling people to stay away that are actually annoying or actually bad. So then I'm assuming that everyone that you've let go of is bad, so then I'm looking at them. Yeah, that's basically the gossip is what I'm getting. Okay. What is the gossip on pile number 1? King of Pentacles and Judgment. So yeah, okay, so King of Pentacles is just somebody reliable, stable, mentally sound, you know, a good judge of character, a good judge of right and wrong. Again, stable, you know, good head on their shoulders type. And then Judgment in the reverse. And what I'm getting with that is the gossip is that you've made judgments on these people. It's just that it's in reverse because they don't know what the judgments were. That's why there's so much talk about what it could be, theorizing how these people could be bad or could have done you wrong in some way, pile 1. Because they don't know all the details. These people that are gossiping, they don't know the details of why you had fallings out with these people. They just know it happened, and they know that this is their opinion. They know that you're probably in the right. So now they're just like spitballing, you know, how these people could have been in the wrong, and these people are gaining a negative reputation as a result because there's so much speculation about how they might have hurt you in some way or been negative enough for you to cut away from. Okay, what is the gossip on pile number 1? Gossip on pile number 1. Yeah, the gossip is about you having a lot of immature people that were trying to lash onto you that you got rid of. And I feel like the people gossiping are impressed with your strictness and your cold-heartedness in a way, because I feel like these people, these immature people that maybe you cut off, and they're mostly talking about the 1 because that's the one they know the most about, where this new information has come out that makes this person look really stupid and makes you look really smart and compassionate and strict. Also, it makes you look really strict because you've held really good boundaries with this person, even though they've been whining or like trying to get the pity vote in a way. So I'm seeing that this person has been going around trying to get the pity vote, and now they look foolish and now they look really stupid. Yeah, and that's part of the gossip. Okay. Oh, that's what I was going to say, is that they might have tried to guilt you into keeping a relationship with them, or guilt you into giving them a break and, you know, not being too hard on them and letting it go, or forgiving them for being rude. And you were just like, no, fuck you and your dog, you know, kind of an energy I'm getting. And that's what the gossip is, that you have that kind of energy. You're like, I don't care. I don't fucking care. Like, get over it. So yeah, they're also part of the drama. Well, part of the gossip is just that you are funny too. Like, you're funny and you handle these situations in a very clear, direct way that people admire. It's, yeah, yeah, people are talking it over in a funny way, like you would like an episode of Love and Hip Hop or something. Like, they're talking it over like a storyline where you were the obvious winner in that storyline, and they're just like laughing and having it, you know, cutting it up, talking about this like fight you got into basically, and how you just like demolished the other person. It was so funny, and you were so chill about it. And you didn't fall for any of their tricks and stuff. So they're kind of rehashing the details of that. So what is the gossip on pile number 1? That you heal in private from stuff too. The gossip is also like, now that they're, again, they don't know all of the situations. And I feel like they found out about this situation, not through you, through some other means. I feel like it's different for different people here. But they found out through some other means, not through you, that this person was actually in the wrong, and that it was actually very, very stupid, and they were very in the wrong, and they're fools, you know, and they found out that juicy bit of gossip from someone else, not you. So then what another part of the gossip is just that you don't go around telling stories. You don't go around, you know, needing help from other people to solve your problems. You just solve them privately, and you're just like, okay, it's solved. Because you're the 9 of Wands here, like, the wounded warrior, but it's in reverse because you don't tell anybody about this. Like, nobody knows, not even close friends at times know, because you got it handled from your perspective, and you just kind of sweep it under the rug. I think you could probably talk about these things a little more and be more open with them, because people love to hear about it and they immediately side with you. But I get the sense that a few people with this gossip are like, they just didn't want to tell us because it makes this person look so bad. Again, it's adding to your reputation of being the King of Pentacles, somebody level-headed. You know, they're not about, the King of Pentacles is not wasting time on petty revenge. The King of Pentacles is not going to clarify to someone that this stupid story is not true. Like, they don't have time for that. They're worried about other things. And that's how people are seeing you and framing you within this gossip. Just somebody who's handling their business, but does have to encounter these stupid people who are liars. Like, that's another part of this. Because here, this is really reminding me of a card in one of my other oracle decks where they're wearing a mask, and it's even got the shimmer, and the card is deception. And I feel like that's what the gossip is like, you cast out people who are lying to you, and you occasionally have to deal with that. And so yeah, again, with the speculation, how do you do this? How do you know they were lying? How could you even tell this person was lying? Because that's another part of the, I keep wanting to say drama. So this might be something that's kind of actively boiling all over in your life. And that's why it's currently drama and not just gossip, but it's like something that's taking place now. With this one in particular person that you've left behind, where, yeah, their spot is really imploding right now. Like, everyone is figuring out, yeah, you really flipped the tables on this person, because they're seeming very, very stupid. There's something about that, like, specifically they're seeming stupid, or they're seeming foolish or something, or, or just like very naive or something like that, something to that effect. Yeah, they're seeming very much younger than their age. Like, they're being really cast out. Maybe they had a high standing too. Because with this, I'm saying it's possible they had a really high standing. And this scenario with you and this information coming out completely threw them to the bottom floor in some way. So that's another part of the gossip, is that this person's reputation is kind of tanked, or not even tanked. It's more that this person's reputation has forever altered because of this scenario and because of this information that just came out. And you're involved in this because it was information regarding you guys, the two of you. Where's the gossip? Okay, so this could be happening at work. What is the gossip? I also think a lot of the gossip has to do with your hard work and your, again, it's like this King of Pentacles energy, somebody who's hardworking. That's how you're seen. You're seen as very hardworking, very diligent, you know, minding your business. That's a huge part of this gossip, is that you just mind your business. So maybe you're not even hearing about this gossip. So that's why you have to hear it from me. But because people know that you're just not, you just don't handle stupid shit like this. Like that keeps coming up, is like part of the gossip is that you're above this. And wow, I can't believe they had to, Pile 1 had to deal with this. Like, these people are so immature. Like, can we just do our jobs? That's something for somebody who's, this is related to work, but can we just focus on our work? Can we just focus on our lives? Like, do we need to be going over this again? Like, we're all just living our lives. You know, that's part of the gossip too, because a few people are mad about this. I feel like they're the people who are near this person who's been called out. This is kind of complex. This is interesting. Okay, what is the gossip on pile number 1? Yeah, and so you cast out this person and you declined their invitation for a closer relationship or any continuing relationship. Again, they really tried to pull on your heartstrings or make themselves seem pitiful or make themselves seem, what is that, like weaponized incompetence, where you like pretend you don't know what you're doing so that somebody else will do the work for you, or you'll be kind of excused from having to do the work. So that's what this person did, and you didn't fall for it. And that's another part of the gossip. See, because yeah, and then people, again, they circle back to, how did pile 1 figure this out? I don't think I could have figured this out. You know, so they're giving you your props even in that they're hearing this person's story and they're realizing that they did not see the truth of this person. Because now, like I said, their reputation has forever changed. The way they were seen before is completely different from how they're seen now. It's not like a 100% negative all the way, but it's definitely different. They've been uncovered to be very naive, like I said, and kind of, ooh, a little bit ew, I guess, too, whereas they didn't have that you factor before. So sometimes I get messages in interesting ways, but anyway, let's see. Yeah, basically they didn't spot this liar, and you did. There we go. Well, that's all there is to it. They didn't spot this liar. You have some sort of higher instinct. So you're both the King of Pentacles and the High Priestess and the Eight of Pentacles. Like, you are someone so stable, so intuitive, so wise. Like, you have an immense amount of wisdom and work ethic. And so basically they're just shitting on these people and they're talking you up highly, and that's the gossip. So there you go. That's wonderful. 3 of Cups. People want to hang out with you. They love this about you. They think you're awesome. This has totally increased your standing in whatever group this is, or friend group or whatever, with these people that are gossiping. They're gossiping for you. It's a positive. Yeah, and they think you're badass. They want to hang out. They want to get drinks. They want to hear more of your stories. So that's what I've got there. Let's pull some music videos. What is the gossip on pile number 1? What is the gossip on pile number 1? What is the gossip? And lastly, okay. Yeah, it's like you're busy. You're too busy for any kind of stupid bullshit. But if stupid bullshit rises to the top and you have to deal with it, you do. Strongly. You strongly deal with it. Because there's something about like revenge in this music video and everything, or the revenge, or yeah, exactly. This is your comeback tour. It's almost like, because people didn't know the details of this situation, it was allowed to seem like a mutual disagreement. This falling out was allowed to seem neutral, and you know, like neither party did anything necessarily totally wrong, but or even, you know, maybe both parties did a little wrong, and so it was just even. It was no big deal. But since this information has come out, it's just showing it's skyrocketed your reputation, because you went from being equal with this person to an obvious way out of this person's league, or even sphere, I guess. So anyway, Team Dash. Yeah, you're looking good. You're athletic as well. Yeah, people are talking highly on your body as well, and your fashion style. Kill This Love is perfect for this whole plotline that we had, because it's basically we've got to end this relationship. And that's what you did. And then say so is like these people trying to get you. I see this is like the raking, you know, somebody trying to get you to accept their offer or believe their bullshit or whatever. And you just declining them. And also just that people want you, people like you, people want to go out partying with you, because there's a lot of dance scenes in this and hanging out with friends, and that sort of thing. So I will link these down below. Thank you very much, pile 1. I will see you next time. Okay. Pile number 2. What is the gossip? On pile number 2. The gossip is that you're very fun to talk to. People love you. Wow, this is great. Okay, so part of the gossip is just like you're really fun to hang out with. Like somebody could be recounting a night with you, or, well, I'm not getting in that way. I'm getting more like going out for drinks or something like that. But it could be like a first date or something, because this is giving more like casual energy. So people just getting to know you, just wanting to be friends with you, or maybe like 1 or 2 dates, or going out in a group setting and they kind of have a crush. Like it's one of those kind of 3 scenarios. But basically just talking you up and talking about how positive you are to be near, you know, like you're really fun. You know how to keep the conversation going. You know how to show an interest in people. You make people feel really warm and taken care of and also listened to. And you also are not like a Debbie Downer though, because like sometimes people who are really empathetic, they keep the mood low, or like you can't go out drinking or laughing with them. But people are saying how you have those 2 sides to you, where you're really fun to go out and drink with, or you know, if you don't drink, just like have cups of coffee with, and, you know, talk about your days and like do the friend brunch thing and all that sort of stuff. And then you also can, you know, comfort someone when they're really going through something. So that's great. Yeah, maybe you're meeting a lot of new people right now, it could be, or maybe you met one person right now, and the gossip, this person could be chatty or something, and they could be telling a lot of people about this. Maybe they always call their mom every day. So like this gossip is getting around more because the person that you are getting to know like has a wide circle. So they're telling their whole circle about you. Okay. What is the gossip on pile number 2? Yeah, Queen of Cups. So like the gossip is also that you are very knowledgeable about emotional and psychological things, and that you have a lot of insight, and that you're really good at giving advice and keeping a cool head in a crisis. That's another part of the gossip. I think in the gossip, like we were saying in the beginning, there's some gossip about how, you know, nice you look, and maybe that was last pile, I can't remember. It's late at night. But I think there's some gossip about how pretty you are, and again, this is giving like describing you to somebody who doesn't know you. There might be gossip a lot in that way, like people are describing you to people who haven't met you yet, or maybe will never meet you. But yeah, they're saying that you have really pretty hair, that you have kind of an air about you of royalty, that you command attention, that you're really, they might say you have Leo qualities, like you're the star of the show. Let's roll some dice. What is the gossip on pile number 2? 2 is Taurus. Yeah, so there's gossip about the luxury of your clothes, how you like to indulge in the finer things, or else like indulge in, you know, like I'm getting like pizza, and like you like to have fun, you know, and you'll go out late at night for, you know, a snack or something like that too. Okay. Like, you know how to have fun in kind of a, I don't know, yeah, go into the 7-Eleven cheap way. Like, you don't have to always go out for drinks, or you don't have to, they're praising how you can make anything fun, basically. So you could also be fun at work or something like that, and they're praising that. 10 is your reputation, but I'm also getting like your hard work, your ambition in life. That's another thing you're getting praise on, like your goals and how you view the world, and like where you're aiming for, basically. And then 6 is Virgo. So they could be complimenting your health choices and your cleanliness. That's interesting. They also are saying that sometimes you're like reserved, or, you know, oh my gosh, it's all 3 earth signs. How did I not notice that yet? Oh my gosh. So very much earth sign vibes. That's so funny. Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo here. So I think they're talking a lot about your personality, and that's why I felt called to roll the dice. They're just trying to describe you to people, or they're talking about you and your character and how much they like you, and, you know, special things they know about you, basically, what they've learned about you, and what they think you're like, basically. Also, your fashion style, you're getting complimented on that a lot. Yeah, they're just, the gossip on you, pile 2, is how you are wish fulfillment. You are somebody that a lot of people would want in their lives. I feel like this conversation comes up a lot because they're like, oh my gosh, you would love pile 2. And a lot of those conversations are happening around you right now, pile 2, where people are being so impacted by you that they're telling their friends, like from your life, they're just telling their friends from their lives about you. Even people I think that you don't know that well, you are getting talked about in random rooms. And that's what the gossip is on you. Like, there's so much positive webbing, you know, with chatter about you going on right now. So that's awesome. Yeah, also how you're independent and how you like to do things your way, and you don't require, like, you don't require someone to teach you how to do things. Like, you prefer to figure it out on your own, or you don't like to be led. Yeah, that you move quickly and that you know what you want. Also, the gossip could be about something that's coming in quickly, or somebody who's coming at you quickly. Also, I could see. Yeah. You're quick to cut someone off. That's what I'm getting here with the 8 of Wands, clarified by the 5 of Cups. It's like you're very quick to cut someone off, and this person admires that. Yeah, you don't follow people just because they're in a place of authority, or you don't listen to people just because they're good looking, or that's part of the gossip too. It's just like you judge things based on your own approval of things instead of like society's approval. So they're also talking about like the way, again, the way you look at the world, like maybe your political beliefs, or maybe your yeah, I'm getting like political beliefs or spiritual beliefs, but it's more like political because it's more moral based. So they might be just talking about your philosophical beliefs and how you like to interact with people, and what you think is acceptable and what you don't think is acceptable. And it's not determined by something outside yourself. Like, you are coming to these conclusions and you're the arbiter. Yeah, judgment. Of course, we would get judgment and justice. So I feel like a lot of the gossip is about your judgments on things, your approach, what you think is right, you know, like, and what you think is a fireable offense. Like, what you, and when I say fireable offense, I think they're talking about with your friendships, with relationships. What are your red flags? What are your deal breakers? When it comes to jobs, relationships, and friendships. Yeah, and they're also gossiping about, you know, people wanting to approach you. But I think they also talk about you approaching others and how you approach others with compassion, kindness. You know, you switch how you speak to different people based on what they need, and you're very attentive, and you know how to interact with people, and you have a lot of emotional intelligence, and they're talking about that. And I think they've seen multiple scenarios with this, and so they talk about those specific scenarios, but it always comes back to just your personality is what they're trying to describe. Yeah, and that you stay very optimistic no matter what happens or who says what or does what. You stay in a very positive, optimistic place. You handle stress and crisis very well, and with a very level head and a happy attitude. Yeah, you hold hope for things that maybe seem even extreme. Like, you know how to reach for the stars and actually get there. That is part of the gossip too. Maybe you've accomplished some things and you told this new person you're getting to know about these things, and they're so impressed with you and they think it's amazing. And they think you have a very good judgment if you were able to accomplish what you've accomplished. Yeah, it's optimistic in a lot of different, like, it's just so funny because 2 of Wands, the Star, 3 of Wands, all of those have a similarity, which is hope for the future. You know, optimism. Often you bring up optimism when you talk about any 3 of these cards. So it's just amazing that they would all pop up in the same, you know, pile here, because I just feel like the gossip on you must just be very much about your outlook and your positive outlook and the kind of positive planning and practical solutions that you bring to the people in your life. Because yeah, 3 of Wands is actually planning and knowing what to do and making a decision. So, and it's clarifying justice in the King of Cups reverse. So I feel like that's with people. You can foresee how things might go, and you don't wait for them to go awry to figure it out. Like, I don't know. Yeah, you have a lot of emotional intuition and interpersonal knowledge. People want to learn from you. And that's what the gossip is. They're talking about it. Because again, they're bringing you up to people that you don't know. Even people you'll never meet. So it's like, I do feel like there's people trying to talk about you and describe you because they intend on introducing you to these people at some point. But then there's also just like a random coworker or a person you had a class with or something like that, that describes you in order to like describe these good qualities they see in you that maybe they could inhabit, but they're bringing you up in order to like talk about that, talk about your stance on things. 10 of Cups, yep. You cut people off quickly and you're happier for it. That's the gossip. So thank you very much, pile 2. Let's go ahead and finish this off by pulling some music videos. What is the gossip on pile number 2? What is the gossip on pile number 2? Okay, so we got this one and this one. So, wow. Yeah, this is about the cutting off. This is about people being really connected to you, really connected to you. It's like you can get anyone. That's part of the gossip as well, is just how you have that 2 of Cups with like a lot of people. And that's why you have so much optimism about finding someone new and just dating something at the correct time and for the right reasons, is because you have a lot of self-belief that, you know, there's plenty of fish in the sea. You really believe that. And, you know, honestly, also people keep wanting to come back to you, and, you know, you're the one who got away for some people. So you know your value in some way. And that's what the gossip is also, that you have other things on your mind and you don't. So yeah, you're looking for people to, you know, come through this journey with you and who are on your side and who see the vision. You know, you're looking for people who see the vision, and there's plenty of people in the world, and you have some people who wish to be back in your energy. Some people who are, you know, seeing you as a person who could get anyone because of your charm. And that's what I'm seeing for you, pile 2. So thank you very much, and I will see you next time. Link these guys down below. Alrighty. What is the gossip on pile number 3? What is the gossip on pile number 3? Okay, so we got Aries, which is like the first house, self. 11, which is Aquarius and friendships. And 8, which is Scorpio and taboo, that sort of thing. So part of the gossip is about how you don't mind being independent. You have good friends now, and that you talk about taboo subjects. That could be something. What is the gossip on pile number 3? You've gone through some change. That's another thing I'm getting, that there's been a lot of change in your life. I am seeing that the people who are gossiping in this pile 3, they don't know that much. They're maybe on the periphery of your life in a way. So they can see that you've changed in very dramatic, drastic ways, I'm getting, and that you seem more close to where you want to be. But they don't know the path. They don't know the way there. So they're comparing the before you that they knew to this you that they don't really know, but they're seeing huge growth. So that's part of the gossip. The stars. Yeah, so part of the gossip is, again, it's this comparison. How you were when you were younger, how you are now. So this could be, you know, friends you had a couple years ago, or this could be family who knew you as babies, you know, so apply it to your situation. Or it could be like an old ex that maybe you guys just broke up 6 months ago, but you still have changed so much and they don't know much about you. So I'm seeing all 3 of those examples. There's been a lot of change, and so they're talking and reminiscing on the old days. Yeah. Like, motherfuck the old days, you know? But, okay, let's see. What is the gossip on pile number 3? Yeah. It's just funny that this would need to be gossip, because it's just kind of like basic conversations about your life. Like, they're just like, I don't know what's up with them. Remember when they were younger and they were like this? It looks like they made big decisions in their life and changed a lot, you know? And that's the conversation. It looks like they enjoy their alone time and they don't mind that they're away, you know? So this could be people you moved away from, that you look content, you look excited for life, and that they might be speculating as well. They're speculating about like when you'll buy a house, or who you're, you know, sleeping with, or what you do in your free time. But I'm getting they really don't know. They really don't know. They know what you used to do, and so they're trying to talk about that. Basically, they talk about what you used to do in your free time, who you used to be with, what you used to be like, you know, and they kind of, they can tell that you're different. So maybe you have social media, or maybe they see you in a periphery kind of way, like they see you around town, or they have some sort of connections with somebody else that you know. So they just give vague information. Let's see, what is the gossip on pile number 3? What is the gossip? Let's shuffle. These are big cards though. We got a lot of, wait, no, this is all major arcana. So they're talking about the whole of your life in a way. They're talking about everything that might be going on with you. I feel like these might be long conversations, but like I said, I think a lot of the gossip is about what you used to be like. It's not about right now. If anything, it's just about how right now seems different than how it used to be, you know? And that's the only part that is like new. But otherwise, they just talk about, yeah, old stories. Yeah, they can tell that you're independent. They can tell that you're surviving just fine without them. So again, this could be ex-friends, this could be ex-coworkers, or ex-family or something. Because they see that it's working out for you, them not knowing about you, you know? Like, it seems to be going better because they're not in your business, I guess. But it's like a very vague kind of gossip that's happening. It's like not super emotional gossip I'm getting. This is just seeming like an aunt or something like that. Like that sort of knows you. Or used to. So part of the gossip is also that you've taken every negative situation and made it a positive. That you, this is interesting. That maybe you went from struggling at work or struggling to make money to now you're in the place of buying a house or doing something bigger for your life or being able to move states or something like that. And that you went from feeling like you're left out in the cold, feeling like you've been abandoned, to enjoying your alone time and having, and creating space from other people and cutting off people that you don't want around and just choosing your own company instead of feeling abandoned. You just choose your own company. And then here with the stars and the Knight of Cups, it's almost like, see, I don't feel like it's great gossip, just because it's a bit dismissive in a way. It's like, they're almost just dogging on the old you. They like this new you. They think it's impressive what you've been able to accomplish now, but they do kind of dog on the old you in a way. Like, and they're not even being malicious. I just think maybe they're just assholes in a way, because I'm not getting any negative feeling towards you. It's just, it is negative the way they're describing the old you, as someone who never got offers or used to be kind of a loner, used to be kind of a loser or something like that. And now you have everything and you have the dream life. But you see how that's kind of like a backhanded compliment? Like, that's not really, that's nothing. Yeah, it's like they're also, that's what it is. Okay, so the gossip is like, you made the right decisions for your life, even though they disagreed at every step of the way. I think that's part of the gossip. It's just like, well, I didn't think it would work out. I can't believe it worked out, but it did. So, you know, pile 3 must know something. That now you have support as well. There's some gossip about how now you have a supportive people around you. So with this gossip, I do want to say there are some people gossiping about this situation who are not doing it in a negative way, who are doing it in a more positive way of, pile 3 has changed a lot since I last knew them. This is how they were. I liked them back then, but it seems like they're so much happier now. So, you know, that's, you know, good, positive nostalgia is happening there. And that's part of the gossip too. But I think it's just, you know, it's more detailed when you hear about the negative stuff. So you have to know the kind of specifics of it. But with the good stuff, it's just, it's positive. There are people who miss you and who are proud of the changes you've made and curious how you got there, and impressed by you. And there are some people who are impressed by you, but they're being kind of little bitches in a way. Like, they're kind of petty in a way, because they're like, well, it's not my fault. I couldn't foresee pile 3 doing well in the future, but it is your fault. So I don't know. Yeah, but that's the gossip, is that they're saying like, well, I never would have thought that pile 3 could do this, but of course I didn't, because back then they were such a loser. Like, or back then they didn't care about their future. Or back then they just made everything into a joke. So they're trying to give themselves an excuse for not seeing your potential. But then they're also giving you your snaps for the good things you've accomplished now, but it's just with that tinge of, I didn't see it coming, you know? Yeah, that you, yeah, it just feels like some of these people who are gossiping could have maybe helped you, and that they might have been in a position to help you and they didn't. But anyway, another piece of the gossip is that you beat all the odds. Like, you beat the odds in some way. So maybe everybody in your family has a divorce or has a bad relationship and you have a good one. Or maybe everybody, or maybe you've had a string of really bad friendships and now you have good friendships that actually lasted, you know, something to that effect, where, you know, maybe the odds were stacked against you for having healthy relationships. And so they're praising your healthy relationships, but they're also talking about how they don't know how you've been able to do it with the examples that you've had. This is the gossip on pile number 3. The gossip is about how you're a very generous person, but not to them anymore. So again, there's some who just miss your generosity, and they're praising you for your generosity and how even when you were young, you were very generous and sweet and giving. And now you are still that, even with all the progress you've made in life. And maybe even like some amount of status you have now, you're still that generous person they knew before. And then the negative people are saying, you know, pile 3 used to be really sweet to us and they're not anymore. Pile 3 used to always make sure they said happy birthday, but they don't anymore. Pile 3 used to blah, blah, blah. I miss pile 3's handouts, essentially. Yep, there we go. So the gossip is that you're doing well, you're sitting pretty, and things are only looking up. You know, you're doing great, and it's only the beginning. That's the gossip, and I do see that some people are anxious about this, and some people are happy for you. And that's just life. That's how it is. I would say nobody in this gossip is being overtly mean in any way, though. Everybody has to give you your props, and all the gossip has to be about your success. So the only way they can be negative is just with a little passive aggression in there with the descriptors of your past. But is what it is, right? Hard being a winner, ain't it? All right, love to you, pile 3. Thank you very much. Let's end off with some music videos. Yeah, because I'm getting like, there's nobody holding you back anymore. That's part of the gossip, is that possibly this group that is gossiping feels that they were the ones holding you back, and now you're doing great. Even people who, and the people on your side also think that you let something go and now you look better than ever. So it must have been the right idea to let that thing go. And here's this shooting star. Yeah, you're on the way up. Yeah. LOL. LOL. Yeah. Anything else for pile number 3? One more. What's the gossip on pile number 3? I love these two for you, Industry Baby and Wrench Bomb Baby. It's like, I didn't peak in high school. I'm still out here getting cuter. And, you know, you made it happen for yourself. Nobody put you on. You're very independent. You're doing great. Some people are resentful of it. You know, hope you like that therapist I found for you kind of energy, where they're like, give me my props. Come back and do work for me since I helped you so much. But I don't really think there's something to that. And that this is only the beginning. Three of Wands. This is only the start of how far you'll go in life. And people can really see that, and they're talking about that. And they're talking about how far you've already made it, much less how you will go. So that's what I've got for you, pile 3. Thank you very much, and I will see you next time. All righty. Pile number 4. Let's see what's up. What is the gossip on pile number 4? What is the gossip on pile number 4? Ooh. Well, okay. What I got immediately off of this was that there's gossip that people are copying you. Okay, what is the gossip on pile number 4? There's some behind the scenes action happening with you. This gossip is about who you're sleeping with, who wants them, your reputation around town. I think the gossip is also that you're sexy. So they are talking about it, you know. It's not just, oh, pile 4 is hot or pile 4 looks good. It's more like pile 4 is so sexy. Like pile 4, everything they do is like, I love the way they do what they do, or something to that effect. It's like, it's more, they're kind of getting into it. It's not just, Yeah. Yeah. I have to pull this music video just because it's right there on the top and I feel like it's perfect. You're in this like the gossip is like you're in this like playful bad bitch kind of energy where like everybody wants you and you know it kind of stuff. Like that's a kind of gossip that's going around. It's just that you have a sexual allure to you that is drawing a lot of people in, and they're chit-chatting about it. They're like, oh my gosh, did you see Pal 4 the other day? Wow, like, wow, I can't believe they look like that. They had me going, you know, I wanted to come up to them. They're talking about that behind the scenes. They're saying that sort of thing behind your back. They really are. When you leave the room, they're like, they give each other, you know, wide eyes, like, oh my, did you see Pal 4? I think they looked at me. Oh my gosh. You know, you're getting that kind of gossip. Because this is the Harlequin quartz, and I'm getting like Harley Quinn kind of vibes. Like, people see you as this like sexual, you know, playful, strong person. Kind of a little wild, and they wonder who you're with, like what your, you know, like your reputation is as like a person who is like a player or very sexually free or something like that, like very confident about your sexuality. Or if not like always your sexuality, it's definitely like your sexual allure, like how you look. It doesn't have to be that you're talking about your sexuality, but it's more that you know you're pretty, or you know you're handsome, and what, and so what, you know, kind of thing. Like, yeah, you're not shy. You're not a I don't know I'm beautiful type. Like, okay. People are definitely stealing ideas from you, though. It's like they're copying your outfits or your hairstyles, or, you know, you get glasses and they stop wearing contacts, like kind of thing. Like, also the way you talk, too. People are kind of turning into mini-me's or something. That's what the people are saying. Anything else from here? We get truth again. We had that in another pile. Maybe I didn't shuffle enough. If it needs to come out, it will. Yeah, there's like a sassiness too with this pile that is being gossiped about. You always keep it fresh. You never know what you're gonna say. And you're not one to like beat around the bush either. Okay. We'll definitely keep this over here. You're very clear with your words and you're funny. That's a big part of the gossip. Yeah, because with don't play with it, it's like you're very sassy and you're very direct and you just say what you want and you take it. And I think you play with this wordplay in addition to your good-looking self. You know, it's like maybe you like boss people around and they like it, or because you're good looking, or like you use your attractiveness to your advantage in some way. In addition to like your intelligent communication, you could be also like very flirty. That's another part of the gossip, is that you're very flirty. Like people can't help but feel like kind of blushing in your presence. Like everything you say sounds like you're flirting just because you're hot. Like, I think that's part of the gossip, is were they flirting or are they just good looking? Okay. Yeah, like 3 of Swords in reverse. Yeah, you're dropping them like flies, Pal 4. I feel like they're talking about your, you know, like people like you and people have crushes on you, and do you know or do you not know, or, you know, like, are you doing it on purpose? What's going on there? Yeah, they see you as like a sexy person around town, I guess. they feel like you know you're hot, but it's like, do you know about these people who are interested in you or feel heartbroken by you, I guess. Yeah, it looks like you might have multiple people kind of feeling cast out by you or like, and then we get the Tower. Wow. You might be causing conflicts. Like, you're giving Helen of Troy right now. Like, I feel like you're causing conflicts behind the scenes, and that's what the drama is about. That's what the gossip is about, is like, you know, so-and-so liked you, and then this person stepped on their toes, or somebody has a, you know, dibs on you, but nobody agrees, and, you know, this person says that you're into them, and then this person says, no, you're not, and this person says that, well, they saw you last week with so-and-so, or whatever. There's a lot of chit-chat about that. Again, like, who you're sleeping with, who you're friends with, you know, is your reputation true? So what do you mean by the moon in reverse? I don't know. Because with truth here, it's almost like something's been exposed. Okay, so I feel like some of the news is like, so maybe you're in a workplace and this is just spreading around like it's the daily news or something, but just like who's into you has been exposed. Maybe somebody has showed their ass and showed that they're into you, or maybe that person has gone around saying that I've got dibs on pawn number 4 and don't talk to them, I like them, they're mine. Yeah, a lot of people like you, and so there's conflict about who you like best, but they don't want to directly ask you because there's some intimidation there. So it's gossip just floating around in the background. Like, who did you talk to on this work day? So that must mean that they're higher on the list. Or who has the final say about what's going on in your life? Does this person know you more? I feel like there might be a conflict about who's closer to you, who knows you better, between some people at work. Like, maybe they're fighting over who gets to be your work bestie, you know, and people are saying, no, well, we text all the time, and I know this about them, and they talked to me about this, or they saw me over here, blah, blah, blah. You know, they're kind of competing. And also rehashing your words, because again, you're flirty, you're funny, you're smart, and so they just tell stories about you as well. But the story always starts with how good you looked and how sexy you were and how the look in your eyes was crazy, and like, you really know how to flirt. Yeah, Knight of Wands. Like, yeah, you're very charming. Very, very, very charming. That's a huge part of the gossip. Yeah, you keep a lot to yourself and you don't like to be bothered. So again, that's why this is gossip and not stuff you're hearing directly, but you're very straightforward. You're very blunt. I am getting earth sign vibes with you, but I also got Scorpio, Libra, and Capricorn up there. But I do sense some Taurus in here too. But you could be any signs. Those are just energies, right? But so we got the King of Pentacles here and the Knight of Wands. So that's a charmer who takes care of their shit as well. Like, that's somebody who is an asset to any relationship, because you keep things fun and friendly, but then you also, Ray, come on. Yeah, I think there's also gossip about, like, you might have some simps or some people begging to be in your energy. So that's another part of the gossip. Yeah, what you have going for you, how fun conversations are with you, how charming you are, how funny you are, who knows you best, who's going to come towards you, who's going to be the favorite. There's a lot of competition for you, and you're kind of like a popular loner, essentially. And I feel like that's why people are competing for you, is because you only have room for like 1 spot or like 2 spots. And so they know that whoever you choose, it's like to the exclusion of other people. Yep. And nobody knows the truth. Nobody knows how you really feel. Nobody knows what your priorities are, or what you care about, or what you're looking for in someone. Nobody can figure out what you're looking for or what will make you not interested in someone either. So that's what I've got for you. Let's pull some music videos to end off. Okay. I guess I don't really need to pull much. Just crazy. Getting just the exact things that we were just talking about. So, it's just, okay, last one. That's the last one. That's it. That's it. This one could work too, though. Okay, that's it. That's it. You got so many music videos, but whatever. This energy just needs to be expressed in a music video because they're constantly describing how you look. Like appearances and sex appeal and charm and artistry is definitely a part of the gossip around you. Let's look it up. Yeah, you will literally just cut someone off. You can have a lot of people on your line. It's again this kind of sexy, and also there's one best friend. So again, there's something about how you just have room for like one person. This is another duo, and it's talking about it's talking about relationships too. So again, it ties into what do you look for in a partner? What have your past people been like? Who do you like? Who are you with? Can I steal you from who you're with? Girlfriend by Avril Lavigne. Wait, you know, can I get them to come back? No, don't leave, you know, that kind of energy. Really holding on. People feel very drawn to you. People feel like they never get bored by you. You're so entertaining. And they could stay in love with you for a long time. Ray, stop it. And then this is great because this is like a bunch of people taking pictures, just kind of, it's like both loving and hating this very intensely sexual energy that you're giving off power for. Yeah, they're getting sexually involved in you and they're talking about that, like you're pushing all their buttons, or you're just like the dream person, or you have a lot of things about you that they find appealing. People feel very entranced by you. Yeah, enamored by you. They feel like they can't help but fall for you. And so you have a lot of people on your line. Again, that's part of it. And also that you're fun, because it's like they're talking about wanting to be friends with you too. But they are talking about how you're kind of like, you can have a lot of people and kind of, maybe people that like you will like do you favors, or, you know, always pick up when you call or something like that, to that effect. There's a lot of people that have crushes on you, and it feels very important to try to get to know you. And again, the stakes are high. There's only one slot and everybody's vying for it. You know, like the stakes are high. Everybody's running towards one goal, and that's you. So that's what I've got for you, Pal 4. That's an interesting amount of gossip. And I will leave these down below. Please leave me a comment, and I will see you next time.